Anxiety isn't the problem. It's a signal from your body asking you to pay attention. And this is a continuation on to some more details about this because it's important that we understand this. I'm Elise Hidinger, and I'm the host for your Journey to Courage. Let's talk a little bit more about anxiety in our body. So, one of the first signs for me is I start breathing really shallow. I don't take nice, big, deep breaths. I normally take just nice, deep breaths. I breathe with my stomach and my chest. And when I start getting anxious, my breath starts getting very shallow. That's one of my first clues that my brain is running amok. But I feel it in my body. So pay attention to your breathing. Can you take in a big, long, deep breath and just let it out slowly? If you have trouble with that, that's a good sign that there may be a little bit of anxiety hanging around. Another one, my shoulders creep up towards my ears. When my shoulders start creeping up towards my ears, yeah, that's a sign that anxiety is hanging around. Another one for me is I get tense like a board. Most of my life, I dance through life. I'm swinging my arms, I'm swinging my legs, I'm swinging my hips. I'm just bebopping through life, a little Winnie the Pooh. But when I'm anxious, I start to get really stiff. I hold myself back. I tighten my muscles. So that's another clue that your body's trying to get your attention. And so what do we do about this? A lot of us treat anxiety like it's the problem, when really anxiety isn't the problem. We need to listen to what our body is saying. When we're breathing shallow, when our shoulders are creeping up towards our ears, when we're starting to get stiff like a board, we need to take a moment. And that is not the problem. We need to just take a moment and say, wow, why am I feeling this way? Oh, I've got a dentist appointment tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to get on my horse in a half hour. Oh, I have to go out in public. Oh, I'm recording a podcast. Well, as soon as we stop and we figure out what's causing it, then we can go for a solution. And that's responding to the signal instead of fighting the signal. So let's just say I'm going to the dentist. Okay, I can listen to a meditation tape. I can practice my Ferris wheel breathing. I can practice my tension and release. I can do my what ifs. What if I have the best dentist visit ever? What if he tells me my teeth are really clean and healthy? And pick your favorite ones. Pick whatever your favorite ones are for finding calm again. And that's you recognizing the signals, honoring the signal, and making a change. We can choose not to have anxiety. We can choose to let anxiety just be a signal. And then choose how we react. These signals can show up crystal clear when we're riding. We can feel it in our horse's body. When we start to get anxious, our horse is looking around for, okay, what's out there? What do I need to pay attention to? And a lot of times it's our anxiety that creates our horse's anxiety. So the more we can practice letting anxiety go before we ever get on our horse, even if we do have an anxious moment, we have tools to let it go. I'd love to know your favorite tools. Now that you've seen anxiety as a signal, the next step is understanding why it keeps repeating. I talk more about this in my episode called You Were Born Calm, So What Happened? It makes even more sense when you realize that we weren't born with anxiety. We've learned it. Hope you guys have an amazing day. See you guys later.